Oh snap, Glaze is going live.
You gotta worry about them guys. But we only have to worry about those guys in Vanderveer and stuff. You know, we all knew Glaze and Tut and all those guys.
Yeah.
I go and see Tut every now and then.
Oh, really? How's he doing?
Tut is good.
Yeah.
You gotta have it. You gotta have it. My reward is when he welcomes me back into his kingdom.
Absolutely.
And I see all of our people waiting on us. But dude try to rob me, yo, listen, dude. You gotta have it. Then where you gonna live? No? Okay. I'm a Brooklyn dude, man. Ain't nothing soft about me.
You said
Ain't nothing sweet about me, man. I just do comedy. I come from Tompkins Projects. Jay know me, Todd know me. Right across the street from Marcy. I had to hold it down. You got Marcy right here, you got Sumner right here, and we was in the middle holding it down on both sides. So Marcy come through. That's our time, Jay. They slopping all of them for Marcy. They come through. I knew Danny, Dan, all of them. Ben, Killer Ben, K-Sar lived in my building. God bless his dad. I know Glaze, Supreme Team. What up, Glaze?
About you, what I really like is, I know you're a tough guy. And I've known that for quite a while, and you changed your life, and you're coming around, and you're talking good, you're working hard, and now you're on YouTube, and that's a great thing, and it's my pleasure to sit and talk with you for a while, and it was my pleasure.
They kicked me off Rikers Island. So we do not want this brother on Rikers Island because he was a menace. Because to me, back then, I'm on Rikers Island. I don't got no bail. I'm facing 2 murders, kidnapping, weapon charges. Guess what happened? Now I'm a menace. Because anybody got in my way, I would try to kill him. I would stab them in their neck with an ink pen. It doesn't matter. What happened is, being in there, you breathe. They breathe what? They breathe words of criminals. So you know what? Being in there and having a reputation, and I remember being in Brooklyn House at the time in 1986, me and Pappy Mason, we developed a good relationship. Right. We became hell of a friends or whatever.
He came to my house one day, to my mom, he said, Miss Marlene, he said, yeah, my name is Eminem now. So my mom what's Eminem? He said, money and murder.
Like the way we used to come out in the building, everybody's strapped. We got 3-4 guys this way, 3-4 guys that way. We got our guns out. When we used to come out the apartment or whatever, guess what? There was no such thing as a defense for the elements of pride. We was always prepared. Bulletproof vest, Uzi, 45, 9mm, we was ready to go.
By the mid to late 80s, Bryant had associated himself with probably the most ruthless and notorious cocaine crack enterprise in the city, that being Howard Pappy Mason and Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols.
NYPD rookie police officer was murdered, executioner style. And as I'm listening to that, I'm like, whoa. And when they say where it happened at 107 in Inwood, I'm like, oh, man.
That bad. That was given to me by a police officer in New York called Matt Byrne, whose son was gunned down by these drug dealers up there in New York City.
While police were guarding our June last month, assassins shot to death police officer Edward Byrne.
By virtue of his position with that organization and his reputation, it was the consensus of opinion at first, after the Byrne murder, that Bryant Glaze Gibbs, and only Bryant Glaze Gibbs, was capable of pulling something off like this.
He definitely had some cats that was quick to pull the trigger and will pull the trigger in a heartbeat. And he had some thinkers around him also.
G was going around like his business mainly is trying to network with individuals that was strong and recruiting all the little, niggas from the hood that's shooters, you know what I'm saying? And he mainly put a little nice crew together,
Glaze was probably within the top 10 people in the city, but I'm going to say that he was probably one of the top 2 or 3 in Brooklyn. Drug dealers, and controlled the drug organization. Everybody knew who he was, and most people feared Glaze.
When they threw that fucking firebomb through the house, they started a war. And right now, if it wasn't for him stopping me, everybody that was responsible for it, they'd have lost somebody, more than somebody. They lost a fucking whole generation that day.
I can remember that call, April 1988. And the information I was getting, how one of the guys that used to be around us was more or less betraying me. And you know what I did? When I got the phone, I told my man, the next time we see him, he's out of here.
Yeah.
Less than 12 hours, that nigga was dead. When I got back to New York, you know what happened, man?
What?
I sat down with my crew, and I said, who am I to say who lived or who died?
Big day. Went ahead and got my book, Beyond Lucky. BGG, Bryant, Glaze, Gibbs. Signed autograph copy, means a lot to me. From my brother, day one support. Love and prosperity. Right back to you, my boy. My G, my big homie, my brother. Let's get it. Made Media Mafia Magazine exclusive. Mafia Apparel. Making a future in art. Making a difference every day. Still here. Let's get it. Free Meech. Rest in peace, Baby Blue.
Oh. Thank you so much, Brian. Gibbs, I love this book so much. I mean, I was a fan of your YouTube channel, but now I'm like a real up close and personal fan. I really love what you have going on here. And not only that, but I too was once lost and now I'm found. So thank you, Brian, for this autographed copy. I appreciate you.
Yo, Glaze, I just got to my favorite part of your book. This is Out of Prison as a New Person. So page 308, May of 1998. That's actually when I had the pleasure of meeting you, and we worked together on that 10:30 to 3 a.m. shift, which was crazy. My respect level just went up like 10 more notches for you. So I knew about your past. I knew about everything that had gone on, but what I didn't know is you were going from $40,000 a day to, I think we were making $12 an hour there, that night shift, something crazy. So for you to be able to have that work ethic of going from slinging easy rocks to slinging heavy packages and working that night shift and just being the positive person you were that whole time and offering encouragement to everybody that worked that shift.